So, day 5, our final day of walking has begun. We've just left the hotel, we've left the A1. As you can see, we are on a bit of a busy road, but we're walking towards the causeway where we could cross over to Holy Island. We're not sure with tide times if we're going to be able to spend a lot of time on the island, but to be honest, with this glorious morning weather, I'm not sure it's going to be a place of solitude today. I suspect there might be quite a few people visiting as well, but we'll see where we get to and what we do as we go. The probably not going from the time of St Cuthbert's, but the life of the modern day pilgrim. So Bamburgh Castle in the distance, but we're heading over this side to Lindisfarne on this glorious morning. The sticks across the bay signify the pilgrim's route across, which at low tide means you are actually supposed to be able to cross along the land around, but obviously it's still quite a lot of water and it's quite treacherous already underfoot when you get off the road, so I'm afraid we're going to have to follow the routes. I'm sure St Cuthbert wouldn't have approved, but we're going to have to follow the car roads across and follow the hundreds of vehicles which are heading that way. Well, just to suggest that it's not quite as remote as it once was, I've just seen a Tesco delivery van going across the causeway. In between the streaming cars there is a rugged, peaceful beauty as we approach Holy Island. We are on Holy Island. There is a real sense of a place where prayers have been valid over the years. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to get to the Priory. We don't think we have time to get there and back on foot before the tidal crossing will become an issue. Plus, we're not entirely sure we have the energy to do it either on day 5. But we've come instead to this side of the island where there is much more peace and tranquility. We hope that is very much in keeping with St Cuthbert himself, and I hope also there is a sense that although we've been talking about Holy Island and St Cuthbert along the way, I hope there is a sense from, if I've said anything coherent on these videos, there is a sense that it was never really about the destination. A Christian life isn't so much about the destination as, of course, with the journey, with the experience, with that journey in and with God. And so we're just enjoying this wonderful beauty here on Lindisfarne. So St Cuthbert certainly wouldn't have much trouble finding a secluded spot for a bit of sunbathing here today. As we are back on the mainland, there is an opportunity to look back to where we've been, but more importantly to look forward to where we are going. Well, as we head for Berwick now, on the end of our journey, we have this vast expanse of sand to ourselves as we continue on. You might not be able to hear what I'm saying with the wind noise behind, which you may be grateful for, but I have to say we're quite grateful for the wind itself because it's just cooling us in the heat of the day. Well, we weren't necessarily intending to go in the water at this point, but being such a flat beach, we're finding that there are strips of water running along the whole beach, so we've had to go somewhat native at this point. Well, this is certainly not a bad way to approach Berwick. Well, we've been able to do a big chunk of our last mileage on the beach and of course in the sea, but we've had to leave it now, and I think for the last bit into Berwick now we'll be on the coastal path up on top of the cliffs. So with Berwick appearing behind, we are now nearing this journey's end. at the end of this journey, I do just want to say a big thank you. Thank you for the gift of the sabbatical, of which this is part. Thank you to my friend Simon, who has put up with me for the last 6 days, but thank you especially, of course, to God. Not only for this joyous experience, but obviously the wonder and awe-inspiring creation all around us. So thank you so much. Amen.